I love that robot voice. Anyway, Helena, thanks for joining me today. Thanks for taking some time to talk about your experience with the coaching program. First, before we get into it, just kind of introduce yourself. Obviously, everyone here knows who I am, but who are you?
So I am Helena. I am 51 years old, and actually I have many years of working out. And I worked with many personal trainers before, probably 13 or 14 years of working out. Um, I'm a mom of two. My daughter is in college, just started college, second year. And I'm a scientist at NIH in Bethesda, Maryland. I manage a lab and I also do experiments. I take care of animals. I take care of the postdocs. That's a short summary of who I am. I love to dance. I love music. What else would you like to know?
I think that tells a lot. I really love the take care of animals and take care of postdocs. I feel like that's a redundant sentence. I think you got it all just saying take care of animals, but you know.
There was a sign on the glass door in our lab that said, "Don't tap the window. The animals are working in there."
Awesome. Well, hey, so Helena, you worked with me for a fairly short time, just 3 months. But those 3 months were pretty intensive. Not necessarily like extreme workouts intense or diet intense, but like we did a lot of communications and a lot of exchange of ideas. And kind of share with people, what did you gain from the coaching experience? What were some of the benefits?
So it's life-changing. I have to be honest with you. It's simply life-changing. I had gone in there thinking I want to hire a fitness coach because my fitness routine had completely stalled because of the pandemic and quarantine. And I just couldn't become motivated by myself to work
So
out.
many people have felt stalled out.
Yeah, and even though I'm a very active person, I like to move normally, but I just got stuck in a rut and I couldn't overcome that barrier. And I noticed stress was because of family issues, mental health issues in my family, and children, problem with children, and everything just added up. And I noticed my eating problem became more and more. I was looking for food. I had this hole that I needed to fill. And when at home at night, when I come home, I would just eat. Or when I'm tired, when I'm sad, I just eat. And I was lucky that I wasn't 300 pounds because I was so active. I walked the dog a lot and love to dance, and I just always move around. But you know, this midriff was just really bothering me. And this not being so active like I used to be, working out, really bothered me. And so before I met you online, I had actually hired another coach, but he was such a disappointment. And I was completely, 6-week program. And then they promised all this, and it took them for a week to give me 3 pages of something which was like useless to me. And I was just scrolling to online, and I was looking for another coach, but then you had the same name. and then you seem so young. And then so I thought, what the heck, I'll give him a try. But from the minute that you start talking to me, I knew that there's something special about you.
Oh,
You're not promising this. You're not saying all these, oh, you should do deadlifts, you should do that, you should do that. It's more like, and no one has ever asked me, what does Helena 2.0 look like?
Yeah.
I said, there's a Helena 2.0? I get a chance to do that? Are you serious? You just want me,
absolutely.
I get the chance to reestablish myself and remake over myself. What a brand new concept. And you took over an hour just to talk to me. And to really get to know me. And no coach has ever done that. I mean, I've always had some sort of eating issues, and I would tell them, I'm lifting 250 pounds, but I'm still eating trash. Can you help me? No one has ever offered me any help until I talked to you. And it was literally life-changing. You've given me so much support and accountability, and just, it wasn't that you gave me the answer. You were always there, like just every single day.
Yeah.
Like, even better than a therapist. I couldn't hire a therapist to do what you did.
Okay, I'm gonna put a disclaimer here. Do not use me as a substitute for a therapist. Right?
I understand that. No, I've been to quite a few therapists, and none of them has suggested to me, what does Helena 2.0 looks like?
Yeah.
It's like,
So
light bulb.
one of the big kicks is I'm always really looking for habits that stick for a lifetime. I really want changes to last because I'm a big stickler that I believe habits you do for 6 weeks but can't maintain for 6 years, they're not real. They don't mean anything. And one of the big tools that I use to try to create these lifelong habits is really creating a stronger vision. And that's where the 2.0 exercise comes in, is finding out what that vision is. What is the purpose of this? And why do we want to do this? And it creates, that vision creates a lot more inspiration that fuels motivation, right? Does that seem similar with your experience?
That's exactly what happened. I thought I was hiring someone to teach me how to eat better, and which you did, and exercise, and all that. But on top of that, we really worked on what's in here. And I think that's more important than anything. If you haven't gotten it right in here and in your heart and in your mind, you can't make the body go where your mind is not going.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
absolutely.
And then it wasn't like you just gave me the answer, but it was all these little steps that you helped me, all the texts and all the messages that you sent back, and you said, have you thought of this? And you were the one that actually helped me identify that. I have such strong emotions. For a scientist, I'm so much emotions. It's just running over with emotions. And I always felt I had to suppress that.
No, that makes you human.
Yeah, and that you're the only one that made me realize, no, I don't have to suppress that. I don't have to get rid of that. It could be my biggest strength.
Yeah, I think that's really common with fitness in general, is we often tell people to suppress themselves or to restrict themselves, to eat less, to restrict food, to restrict calories, to restrict the things that make us happy so that we can just fit into someone else's box. And I really love giving people permission to be their true self and to be their best self, and to use fitness and health as a gateway to enlarge yourself and to grow and to magnify and to multiply who you are and who you want to be.
Can I say hallelujah? No, I'm not religious. I'm just like,
can I get an amen?
I'm not religious. I just like, it just seems right to say hallelujah.
Yeah, no, so if you had to in a few words say what some of the benefits are that you pulled out of the coaching experience, what were some of the big takeaways for you?
I just have so much joy now. The exercise is not the same for me anymore. Workouts are not just killing myself.
Yes.
It's not about how much weight can I deadlift. It's not about how much I can bench. It's about what is good for me.
It's a celebration.
Yeah, I look at each workout and exercise so differently now. And I know when to not put on so much on myself, and I know when to push myself. But the point is, there's a balance, and there's a self-care that wasn't there before. It was always, oh, how much could I do more? Could I do more? But now I need to pull back. I'm 51. I'm not no spring chicken here. I need to take care of myself.
Contrary to that statement, you're 51 and you just did a boot camp class with your 14-year-old son. So there is, you might not be a spring chicken, but there's a lot of spring left in that chicken.
Oh, I know. And then all that energy is coming forth. It's unbelievable how much joy and happy I feel now. Not just approaching exercise, but in everything I do in my life. I learned to meditate. I learned to just calm myself and to let that energy come forward, but not overflow to the point where I become anxious or sad, but use it to the maximum benefit for myself. So thank you.
It's been my absolute pleasure. You were a fantastic client to work with. The excitement that you brought and the excitement you generated, it's why I coach, is to see people transform and grow into a healthier, happier self.
Yeah, well, this one certainly did.
Love it. Awesome.
This is the 2.0. That was, maybe there's a 3.0. Maybe there's a 4.0.
Well,
each level you go up, it's just, you feel like you're growing and maturing, and you're leaving some old part behind, but then you accept this new party that's better, and you keep improving upon that.
Yeah, absolutely. Awesome. Helena, I mean, you had a great experience. You worked with the coaching for a while. We actually haven't worked together in the last 3 months, right? So we're not doing coaching right now, but you've maintained the habits over the last 3 months, haven't you?
Yes, yes.
And how
Unbelievable.
realistically, if we were to check in again in 3 years, do you think you can keep this up, or is it tiring on you?
It, it wasn't anything tiring. It was just switching your mindset. It's like everything just clicked. And it's
Yeah.
not about you have to restrict eating this, you have to do so much. It's about finding what works for me and what makes me happy. And everything is
Radical
about,
individualization. It's what I'm all
yes,
about.
yes, it's about, well, what makes me happy? What is fun for me to do? And you've encouraged me to do that, to seek out what's fun for me,
Mhm.
what that works for me. Maybe it doesn't work for, Mary Jo down the street, but this works for me.
Which for you is like a lot of dance classes, and you're doing some Shaolin work, that martial arts
Martial
stuff.
arts. I just came back from the class. I love
Yeah.
it. It's no longer about punishing myself with these killing exercise that I'm exhausted for days on end afterwards. It's about what's so fun. What else can I do? What can I do? What can I do that's fun? And it just
Awesome.
can't tell you how
Helena,
much I appreciate having you. Thank you.
oh, I'm happy to be of service. Helena, I've got one last question for you. So you've gone through the program. Who do you think would be a good fit? Who does this kind of coaching work for?
Anyone who doesn't want to starve themselves and work like a dog in a gym but want to see results. I mean, honestly, I didn't expect my waist to slim down so fast. I mean, I'm working out less. I mean, less hard, but I'm
Right.
doing more. Yes, and I'm definitely not starving myself. I eat what I like, and I can't believe how my waistline has slimmed down, and um, and so much happier. And so I think anyone who's looking to do less work but get more results, I should be for you.
Yeah, there's something magical about, I've been talking to people a lot lately about how a lot of the ways we approach fitness just creates more stress in the body, and the body doesn't respond well to stress. It breaks down when we have some deleterious stress. And sometimes the things that we've labeled as healthy, if they're not energizing us, they're cutting us down. And so for many people, especially people that have been really, really active with fitness in the past,
Yeah.
we're getting a lot of good benefits from doing less. We're getting good benefits from just taking care of yourself and not killing yourself, but celebrating yourself.
Yeah, just this internalization that it's okay that you don't have to slave away in the gym. You'll still see the body come to where you want to be. And it's such a pleasant surprise for me. I honestly wasn't even expecting that. I just said the heck with it. I'm just gonna go and have fun and then do what coach has taught me. Just love myself and do this. And my waistline was just like, whoa, where did it go? Where'd that patch went?
That's awesome. That makes me happy. Helena, thanks for taking some time out to do this. I know it's late on the East Coast where you are right now, so I appreciate you taking some time for this. It's been an absolute pleasure being connected with you, working with you, and then to still see you in the Facebook group. It's fantastic to still get those interactions. And I just wish you the best of luck moving forward, and the most success and the most health and happiness for you.
Thank you so much. And I wish your business takes off.
Awesome. Thanks, Helena.